Hi, it's Hera, and today I want to watch and react this Overture teaser, the final feast, Genshin Impact. I'm sorry for that. Okay, my thoughts about Fontaine right now, right? First of all, I'm out of the loop. I didn't watch any of previous videos about this, on this channel, on this particular channel, Genshin Impact official. I don't know what is it. Like, I haven't watched it. It's my first one. I don't know anything about it. So anyways, the only thing I know about this video is that there was a girl that clicked fingers, some shit like that. That was hype as fuck. I really enjoyed it. But what is not hype is Fontaine. I'm not hyped about Fontaine. I'm hyped about the story, yeah, for sure. Like, I will explain later why. But I don't think exploration is gonna be good. Well, anyways, I hope this teaser is gonna change my mind a little bit. Anyways, just let's watch it. Let's watch it. Yeah, we know how your company is named.
My mission.
Is to drown? Hey, okay, so it's like previous Archon, right? It's probably previous Archon, because it's like they told that previous Archon is dead or some shit like that. I've heard about it. Okay, if this is previous Archon, can someone just draw can someone draw a fucking chichi emoji? Just
the original
bad.
sin is the fairest. Everyone sinks.
Everyone
Make
stinks.
the most of the final feast. Because for the sinners, the curtain call has come.
Oh, it's gonna be this. So they're gonna do curtain call. It's gonna be like some the final feast, but it's gonna be like some theater themed, right? Like performance and stuff. Yeah. Fucking called it. Fucking called it. Oh shit.
Seeing is believing, my friends. This has been Linny and Lynette's magic show.
Fucking called it.
The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. And the most important part of this is what people see.
Okay, I have a question. I was promised that it's gonna be a nation of justice, not a nation of clown fiesta.
People don't realize how much they expect their eyes to tell them the truth.
Okay, this is some. Okay, that's fast.
But what you see is not real. It's all a show. And every part of the show is carefully controlled.
Controlled how?
By choosing the right time, the right place, and the right people. Whoever controls these three controls everything.
Hey, yo, what?
Controls these three controls everything.
They knew what they were going for. The best character right here.
But keep your eyes
joking.
peeled, and you might be able to turn things to your advantage. In a nutshell, magic is what you see with your own two eyes.
Oh yeah, that's the character. Yeah.
Very fun. But it's not enough. Let me make something clear. You think of yourselves as magicians.
But you're clowns. Okay,
But when you're on the stage, you're first and foremost actors. Good actors hone their craft. to mesmerize the whole crowd.
So this is going to be the next weekly boss. Fine.
Nice.
Yep. Out of hype.
Boring! I mean, why do I even bother?
So only last 30 seconds are about the fucking court out of okay, fuck it.
When are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Please refrain from levity in the court. This trial is far from over.
He sounds like the Torre. And this room for some reason resembles Ace Attorney room. But if it was in Warhammer universe. Yeah, look at it. Look at this. It's so huge. What? Okay. It's so huge and like Ace Attorney courtroom. Yeah, like look at this. It's like it's literally Ace Attorney, but more extravagant and way bigger. Like look at this. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. It's literally like a Ace Attorney room, and I can fucking see. I can fucking see that. It's like one is standing here presenting their point, right? And the other one is here and like, just imagine that. It was so funny. Okay, so my predictions. First of all, this character, it looks like, by design and by like how she acts right here, right? Like this is a journalist, a reporter, right? She's like she writes news for a newspaper, right? And she does photos of this character, and this character is like flying from some building, and I think that this character is going to be like super professional thief or some shit like that, you know, like Robin Hood kind of person, and someone is going to frame her in maybe some murder, and then this character, yes, I specifically point on this because that's like 90% of the character is going to hunt best waifu. Of course, she's gonna be the best waifu, and we're gonna help her and like clear her name. Why do I think that the case? Because that's like 100% two cops. This is like bigger cop, like boss cop, and this like main cop, probably, I don't know. And as you can see, she uses a gun and she shoots bullet in this character, right? So it's like it's gonna be like cat and mouse chase, and then it's gonna be goofy like this. I don't know. Also, as you can see, what's her name? Charlotte? I don't remember her name. Fucking hell, she's so... anyways, so she takes photos of this character, and then these photos fly, and now we have two characters that review a case. Apparently these two are detectives, or maybe they're like analyze evidence in the courtroom. Well, anyways, what I think is super interesting about this, not about this trailer, right? What's the most interesting about this overall, how they call it, a nation, right? What's the most interesting, what's, fucking hell, I can't speak, I'm sorry. What's the most interesting thing about this nation is that it looks super unique. As you can, well, you know, as you can think, how to say it properly? This nation looks really, really unique because, well, I think it's the first time I hear about, how to really describe it? I think it's super interesting how all of it is played out, right? It's probably be a really strong detective in the fantasy setting. Sumer was interesting just because it was a detective mostly, right? Like we had to uncover what the fuck is going on, especially 3.2, right? 3.2, third chapter, second act. I don't remember how the story said. Well, for heck's sake, Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone understood that. Okay, that was super interesting because it was a detective in a fantasy setting. It was like, well, it was inspired by ReZero. Of course, it was inspired by ReZero. Like, I don't even think you can argue that. Overall, Sumer was heavily inspired by ReZero, and I think this shit is inspired by Danganronpa, but we'll talk about that later. And I don't think I've ever heard about really good detective or overall like trials, you know, overall like legal stuff in fantasy setting, right? Every fantasy setting is usually, it's like either sci-fi, like really tribalistic sci-fi, like, you know, oh, you killed me, now we gang up on you with these pirates and shit like that, right? In this, and we have like space battle. Or it's like some super old fantasy, dark age with magic kind of setting, right? I don't think we ever experienced this. Well, as you can as you can think, in Dark Ages, the best way to judge someone is just to revenge, right? Is to avenge. And I'm really interested in this because it's gonna be a detective in a fantasy. It's something unique. Like everything that was before that was inspired by something, right? Mondstadt was inspired by your average dogshit isekai. Liu was inspired by your average dogshit Chinese novels. Inazuma was inspired by your average dogshit. Well, yeah, by your average dogshit isekai. It's like same shit all over again. And Sumer was heavily inspired by ReZero. And if this is going to be inspired by something like Ace Attorney or Danganronpa, I'm glad, but I don't think we ever had a trial in, you know, in fantasy. That's super interesting. I'm really hyped about it. I'm really hyped to experience this. It's gonna be a unique. I'm really hope they nail it. I hope they nail this. So yeah, but we'll see. About Ronpa. Yeah, I said that I compared this story kind of with Ronpa. Well, in the Sumero, at the very end, well, not at the very end, but after we defeat Shokinakami, Nahide is like, oh, I will answer like your questions, and then we ask, and she's like, oh, this and that, and she said like, Focalors is a nation of justice. Nice, sounds like Ronpa. Focalors, fuck's sake. Fontaine is the nation of justice. I'm sorry. Focalors is the nation of justice. I said it again. I'm sorry. She's like both of these names start with Fo, and okay. Fontaine is the nation of justice, and Focalors has a unique personality. She wants to.
Anyway, let's just say she's got a very unique personality.
Her favorite hobby is to watch people suffer, to watch trials.
it seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere.
And, well, she has a unique personality and...
Boring!
No, it's wrong.
boring! Sounds like Monokuma. So... yeah, but that's not everything. Also, Nahida also said about the centers and all that shit, right?
If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
The ultimate fate. The ultimate X is like a trigger in my brain. It's like no one fucking uses this shit. No one presents titles like that except Danganronpa. They are definitely like inspired by Ronpa. I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure it's gonna be like Ronpa. And I already said all of this shit in my previous videos, in my first video, in fact, that I completely removed from this channel because, well, it's old and outdated. That video was about it was about summer event, if I remember correctly. There was a venue, like yes or no questions, find the rest of the story. I didn't know that this game actually exists, so I thought, okay, this is actually something unique. I didn't know that game existed. I thought, oh, they invented it. And I thought that's how trials in Fontaine are going to happen, because, well, before that not before that, I think it was the same patch as they released the new part of the desert. I don't remember. Anyways, but in that part there was Sorash, and Sorash was 100% underwater exploration testing. That was 100% because it was like 3D in a 3D environment, you know, all that shit. Also, Sorash has absolutely useless ability to sprint, if I remember correctly. It's absolutely useless. Like, I don't think I have 100% in both of these deserts, and I don't think I ever used it. It was absolutely 100% useless ability. So the existence of Sorash is a reason why I'm not hyped about underwater exploration. Sorash is kinda clunky, you know, it's like unresponsive. I don't think they're going to nail underwater exploration. It's gonna be shit. So yeah, anyways. Okay, about Danganronpa. For me, I finished 2 games out of 3, yet I think that Ronpa is like one of the best detective I've ever experienced in my life, because, well, you know, Nagita case is like one of the best feelings when that case clicks in your brain. You're like, holy shit, they're so fucked. That was amazing when it clicks, when it finally clicks. It's like, holy shit moment. It's I'm crying right now. Like, it is so good. I'm so excited about Fontaine, if they're actually inspired by Ronpa. I highly recommend everyone play Ronpa. And if they were not inspired by Ronpa, at least I'm hoping that they were inspired by Ace Attorney, but I don't think they're going to do like something like Ace Attorney, because even though Ace Attorney was really interesting, most of the time Ace Attorney was entertaining because it was super goofy. So yeah, anyways, I'm really hyped about this. I'm really hyped about this new story. I'm really hyped, but I don't think exploration is gonna be. Oh, we'll see about that. As far as Farazan says, best girl, by the way. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm really I have to apologize once again for being super slow with my videos. I'm really sorry about that, but well, it is what it is. I'm 9 to 5 just draining my creative energy. I'm really sorry. Even this is not creative. I don't think I'm gonna super heavily edit that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you watched it, especially to this point. And goodbye. I'll see you in the next one. The next one is gonna be a small guide. Goodbye.